Welcome to another exciting episode of the Philly Fishing John, and this one here is a boat John. We're going to do an unboxing here of the Millennium Marine B300 boat seat. This is a saddle type seat, and if you've seen these, they're fantastic. The craftsmanship is pretty incredible. It's all aluminum, tight mesh, waterproof, algae proof, rust proof, super lightweight and super durable. I'm going to open up this box. I'm going to give you a peek inside. Then what we're going to do is take this thing to my original post that I'm using for my Lund bicycle seat. And I'll explain to you why I made the upgrade and the choice to move from the bicycle seat to this type of seat. Now here's a quick look at what we're going to replace. This here is the typical Lund bicycle seat. And I'm a dude that's like 5'6", like 185. So I'm not a huge dude. But ultimately, this bicycle seat, I'm going to give you a little too much information, but I suffer from sciatica. Sitting too many hours in the chair. I'm an IT guy by trade during the day, and I sit too many hours in the chair, and that has led to some pain points in the lower side, okay? But so when I lean against this bicycle seat, I find that it hits right on these pressure points. It's kind of annoying to kind of lean against this post. Most guys, can kind of put a butt cheek on this thing, but I ultimately, it ends up being more trouble than it's worth, so I just opt not to do it. What I'm going to do is replace it with this Millennium Marine B300 saddle seat. And once we get a good look at that, you're going to see that this might work out a whole lot better. It's a full seat for me to kind of put both cheeks on, and then I could potentially ride it like a saddle. I'm hopeful that that will take a little bit of pressure off the pressure points and be kind of a much easier and comfortable ride for hours of fishing. That's the ultimate goal. So here's some of the features that this seat says it's got. Features are all-day comfort. I'll be the judge of that. 400-pound capacity, hopeful not to exceed it. Comfort Max contoured tight sling seat. I would say that's true. I've felt it already, and I'll show you. Breathable, cool fabric, promotes fast drying. I can see that. UV resistant to sun and elements. I think it's got to be. Mold and mildew resistant, hopefully. All aluminum construction. I can vouch. No plastic components. I didn't notice any. Mounts to any boat seat pedestal. We're going to check that out in a second. And includes the mounting bolts. 1-year warranty and patented design. I'm really happy with this. Comes in gray as well. Sorry, this is gray. Comes in green as well. We're going to check it out. Let's unpack this, John, and check out what's inside. Got this box already kind of opened, but we're going to pull this out. Not a whole lot going on in there. We have got, okay, this is it here. I'm going to give you a nice close-up. This is what it looks like. You can see it's got some the tension on this feels really good. Very happy with this. The decal's nice looking. On either side, you can kind of see these holes here. You can kind of clip things on here, little lanyards or carabiners, maybe some tools, scissors, line cutters, lures. But you can kind of get a good idea what it looks like in the cross section here. You can see the bolts kind of hanging from it there. No major surprises, but this is it all the way around and underside of it all. Extremely well constructed. I can't kind of rack this thing. If I kind of like try to twist, it doesn't seem to move. Pretty happy with that. Okay, and then came with a bit of instructions here. So it kind of talks about how to put bolts in. I mean, sure, we'll read the instructions. Here's our parts list. We've got 4 hex bolts, we've got 8 washers, and 4 lock nuts. We're using 7/16 on both ends. So I got a wrench and I got like a little ratchet screwdriver there. And then also have a Phillips head screwdriver, which we're going to use to disassemble the old seat. You can kind of see it's just some Phillips heads. We're going to back them out. We're going to take this post here. We're going to attach it to the underside of this. Flip this over. Attach it right there. And we're going to follow this pattern here, which kind of just tells us a washer on either side, bolt through, and a lock nut. gonna unscrew these here and get these good and off so we can have the base back in order to mount to the new seat. So just popping these out. These look like they have a little bit of thread lock on them. Probably not a bad idea. Prevent them from seizing. Here we go. Really on there tight. They've probably never been removed. They're probably straight from the factory this way, but we got it now. 1, 2, and a third. I'm gonna get whacked in the head if I don't hold on to this good. That is done and done. Part 1 complete, about to attach it. And because I want this mounted with the kind of riser handle, which you can kind of see here, this is the riser handle. I want this to be able to compress and make it go up and down on my right hand side. So I want the emblem, the Millennium Marine emblem, to be this way. And so I'm just going to basically take this whole setup like this, and now I'm going to flip it over and kind of refocus the camera here so that you can get a better look down here while I put these bolts in here. So now I've got this set up, ready to go. These all line up extremely well. I'm happy about that, happy about it. And we're gonna do a little bit of centering here, but we're gonna grab these bolts. Bolts and bolts, got them here. So now going to take a bolt and a washer and put it through. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I think they need to go the other way. They need to go in this fashion, basically in a downward fashion. So as you can kind of see here, this here needs to kind of basically go underneath and up. And then what I'm going to do is just lightly, I'm going to put a washer on next. So it's bolt and washer through the frame, washer, and now nut. And I'm just going to do this just enough to kind of get this into place. And that should hold it for a moment. We're going to continue that operation just like this. Maybe we'll go caddy corner. That way it's easier to keep it from racking. That's it. Bolt. I'm going to bring these all closer to me. Yep. Why not? Why not just put it all out of reach where you can't get to it? But working with a camera, it's a whole nother task. Kind of new to it. The channel's new. But we're learning as we go, folks. A lot of cutting, a lot of editing, a lot of cursing. But trying to make some decent content that's relevant, helpful. Hopefully this gives you a view and a confidence to kind of do these things on your own. That's really all this is about. At the end of the day, I search the internet for all my answers, okay? I work in technology, so that's what I do. But what I found myself doing was being all over the place, not really finding a great consistent place to kind of see or find what I wanted. So I thought, let me make a channel that kind of does those types of things. And here we are, Philly Fishing John. So I'm going to kind of take this nut, I'm going to lock it into place. I'm going to give a little tightening down. And I don't know if this is interesting to you or not, or maybe you just want to kind of hear me talk. Can't imagine that's interesting either, but we're just going to get this tightened up here. Everybody tightened up. Again, I'm going to do this in kind of a star pattern. Hold and tighten on one side, crank down on the other. I want to make sure that I'm not cross-threading anything too, because that really makes it hard to finish off the crank. It makes everything super permanent, and then yeah, it ends up being a pain to kind of get it all undone afterwards. So hopefully I'm not doing that, and it doesn't feel like I'm doing that. There we go. Okay. Continuing on. I'll tell you what, I'll circle back with you once we get to a finished product. On here, let me zoom in a little bit, just give you a quick look. This is how it goes. Nut, bolt, washer. Bolt comes through on the underside with a washer in between. Well, that's it. Do it 4 times. You'll be happy. I'm gonna now get this thing set up, mounted, and we'll get a good look at it. And here we go. We're gonna mount this. Clip's got to go in the back. There we go. Yeah, just needs a little bit of love. And there we go. We can spin this around. Goes up and down. That's nice. I'm gonna lay on it here. Get it to go down. Okay. Oh boy. Ooh. And hopefully this will help with the spin. Yes. This will help with the spin. So there's a little clip here that allows it to spin. This is super nice. Okay. I'm gonna get a wider shot here in a second here so you can kind of see what this looks like. Okay, so here's a test of it all. This is it at its lowest height. You can see I'm kind of just sitting on it here. This feels really good. My feet can touch the sides and the fronts easily, can touch the ground easily. It spins really nice. It's plush, man. It's plush. It's got some really nice bounce to it and no pain points, no pressure points here. Like I can kind of sit on this and I don't have any pain or kind of, you know, sharp kind of feelings of like how I felt against the bicycle seat. This webbed material really kind of cradles, almost like a hammock. And you can kind of, again, it's a saddle. So like the intention is to kind of do this as well if you like. So I can kind of turn this thing if I want to, sit this way. I can cast and really kind of get in some fish, put my feet up. Man, very, very comfortable. Again, I'm 5'6" and I'm touching the ground just fine. I guess it's a factor of the pole, but this here, you can kind of see just super comfortable, not too wide of a spread, comfortable enough that my feet can be on the ground flush. And then all these little spots to kind of clip on, lip grips and scissors or even lures to hang off of here. You can kind of do a lot with this, and I gotta say, this is worth the upgrade price. Now, I caught a fantastic deal online, and you can kind of be on the lookout for the same, but I gotta say, folks, if you don't have one of these, definitely get one of these. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. If you're the kind of guy that, you know, fights with the bicycle seat and it's not for you, this is a fantastic alternative. That's it for this episode here of the Philly Fishing John. I ask you to please like and subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost anything. If you like this type of content, there'll be more in the future, and hopefully we'll work the kinks out. Like I said, I'm not a natural at this, so I'm kind of a learning in progress. But I hope you appreciated this. I hope this is helpful to you, and we'll see you on the next one. Tight lines, everyone.